everyone and welcome back to the pregnancy updates. We are on week 20 now, so I'm officially halfway. Can't believe it. It feels like I've been pregnant for ages, but it doesn't feel like I should be halfway. I don't know if it's because people have only known since 12 weeks or I don't know, but anyway, so I'm halfway to having another baby, and I think it is starting to dwell on me now that I am actually going to have a baby at the end of this. It sounds really silly, but before I got pregnant I wasn't actually particularly broody. I know a lot of people obviously get really broody and then get pregnant and they're just so excited to have the baby and meet the baby, but for us it was more, it sounds really awful, but it's more like a methodical what's the word, decision to get pregnant. So Robert deploys in a few weeks and we really wanted a kind of 2.5 year age gaps. That's what we've ended up with, hopefully, with this baby. So I am starting to get broody, which is quite funny, which people keep laughing at me because they're like, you're pregnant, of course you have to be broody. But I've seen quite a few friends' newborn babies recently and they're just so ding tiny and just, oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm gonna have another one again. It is definitely dawning on me, and it's also dawning on me that I'm gonna have to go through night feeds again, barely any sleep again, because we are very lucky. Isla is a very good sleeper, so yeah, I'm gonna struggle, especially because I haven't got Robert either for the first 3 months. So yeah, no sleep, feeding, and then even things like weaning and just doing all of that all again, you just completely forget. So anyway, week 20, how have I been feeling? Alright, pretty good on the most part, I'd say. Well, I say no headaches and sickness, but that's a lie, because half of today I've had a headache. This is after work, and I've felt really sick the past 2 days, so I really hope headaches and sickness aren't coming back, because I thought I'd seen the back of them, so fingers crossed, we'll see. My bump is properly like a bumpy bump now, so people are noticing I'm pregnant. I've got people in the office who I don't usually work with very often congratulating me and asking all sorts of questions, which is lovely. So I do feel more pregnant now, and I feel like we had our scan as well, our 20-week scan, which is going to be a separate video. I'll show you the pictures and briefly talk about it in this one, but I have a proper separate video for that because we vlogged it. Well, we can vlog it because it was NHS, they don't let you film, but we vlogged the whole experience. So I will pop a link to that below for when you want to go see that, if you do. And yeah, so I think because we've had the scan, we've seen baby again, everything kind of looks okay and everything, I just feel more pregnant, and I feel, oh, the cat is coming to join us, Miss Pigeon. Hello, Poos. You gonna say hello? Say hello. I don't realise there's gonna be another baby in the house soon. Oh my goodness. So yeah, symptom wise, not really much to talk about. I feel like my boobs have grown even more. I went looking for maternity bras today because all my maternity bras from when I was pregnant with Viola don't fit this time. It's as if I'm even bigger. And yeah, I've literally only got 2 bras that are really ugly, which I actually used at the end of my pregnancy when like my milk was coming in and it was just really uncomfortable. So they're the only ones I can wear just now, and they're horrible, really horrible, ugly looking things. So I've been hunting high and low for good maternity wear like in store rather than just online, and I've not found anything. So guess online it'll be, and I'll just have to guess sizes. I've had a lot of pains in my bump this week, a lot of kind of stretching and cramping and niggling, and just not very comfortable, really uncomfortable, which has been a little bit unnerving because I did have it with Isla, but it was more further on pregnancy wise with her than this time. This time, I don't know, it just seems a bit early to be getting those sorts of pains where like your muscles feel like they're just not very happy. So yeah, we'll just keep an eye on that. I'm so tired and I'm so forgetful now. Like, I just don't remember anything anyone says to me ever, really. Unless it's written down, there's no hope of me remembering it. And I'm just so tired. I've got so much to do all the time and we're constantly on the go and just here, there and everywhere. And I think as well, I think the kind of the emotionalness of realising that Rob's going in a few weeks is starting to hit home a lot more now. So I think it's draining me a little bit, but again, we won't dwell on that. I'm not a dweller, so I'll wait till a few weeks down the line before we have some proper chats about that. I've also started getting kind of pains in my legs, like kind of, you know, when you feel, I don't know how to describe it, it's kind of, I get cramp, there is cramp, but there's also where your legs just feel really sore to the touch, I guess. And again, I did have that with Isla, but not till a lot later on in pregnancy, so it's a bit like, what's going on? So let's quickly talk about the scan, shall we? We had our scan 2 days ago now, and everything looked alright, everything looked as alright as they can see. Obviously Isla was born with a cystic hygroma, which is a large swelling on her neck. It was really big, so it's quite hard to give birth to her. And it's basically where your lymphatic system doesn't form properly and fluid leaks out to where it shouldn't. So she had a very large swelling when she was born. It's gone down a lot now, and it might not even need surgery, fingers crossed again, so we'll see. But basically with this baby they have to monitor it more because we didn't have a clue until Isla was born that she had it. So, and they can be a bit, Isla's a very good case of it. It can be a lot more complicated and a lot more dangerous for your child in other circumstances, so I think they just want to keep an eye. So they had a good look at the neck, couldn't see anything, but again, cystic hygromas a lot of the time don't form until later in pregnancy, so I'm seeing a consultant the week after we back from holiday, and then I'll probably get scanned again later in pregnancy. But apart from that, baby looked fine. Baby was posing, was in all the right positions. We saw all down like the spine and all the ribs and all the bones, and it was like rolling around where the sonographer needed it to be, and it was waving, and it gave us a thumbs up, and she got a really good photo of it but didn't print it off for us. I was like, oh. And also she zoomed in on the face, which is really creepy. If you've not had one of these scans before, their eyes just look blacked out, so it's really creepy. But they can zoom in on like their mouth. Obviously they're looking for cleft lips and things like that, but they zoomed in on its little mouth and it was literally like perfect. It was like pouting. It was so cute, and just, I don't remember it being as clear with Isla. I remember Isla not being in a very good position for her one, so I don't know if this baby is just a complete little poser. But we saw everything and we didn't want to find out. We were still, right to the last minute, we were like, shall we, and we didn't. So she obviously skimmed past that area, and when she was doing the legs and that, we were like, there was no like bum or anything, so we didn't get any hints as to what it is, which is good. But we saw the little fingers, all the little toes, which was fab, and all the measurements seemed to be all right, so that is good news. And I've got some of the photos to show you. So what's this one? This baby with kind of doing a little wave there, and a kind of similar one. That one's a little bit more close up. It's really mad how you can see like the little blacked out bits of where the organs are and everything. But look at the little nose. So cute. And obviously that's the spine down there. And lastly, we got a super cute view of the feet. We didn't get one of these with Isla, so this is really fab. I absolutely love this. You can see all the little bones and it's just so clear what the feet look like. So baby is 25.6 centimeters long now and 300 grams. It sounds like it's a lot longer than it was last week, but it's because basically up until week 20 they're measured from their crown to their rump, and it doesn't include the legs because they're too curled up to measure. But then from week 20 onwards they're kind of more elongated, so they measure the whole baby instead. Baby is now developing quite regular sleep patterns during the day, and you tend to notice them more, and I've noticed that because it's very specific times of the day that I can feel baby kicking away and doing whatever. So it's definitely sleeping for most of the day, and then it has about 4 or 5 bursts of activity. If baby is a boy, its testes will start descending into the scrotum, lovely words now, and if baby is a girl, her uterus will be fully developed, but it will still be teeny tiny. At this point in baby's development, it's now all about gaining weight, and that's what they utilise most of their energy and like put it towards. The placenta has reached its maximum thickness now, and it is busy supplying all the nutrients that everything baby needs. I forgot to mention when I was talking about the scan, but my placenta is round the back and up high this time. Yay! Because with Isla it was down and covering my cervix. There was a bit of a drama and I had a bad bleed, and I ended up in hospital because they weren't sure what was going on. So yes, everything looks much better this time around. So that is it. I will show you bump and then we will be done. I am rocking a delightful, my first kind of maternity wear. This is a maternity vest because I found that most of my vests now do this, and I have this very attractive band of skin that shows, which isn't great. And I've also got some maternity leggings on, which I've worn like my belly bandit ones but rolled down because my bump wasn't that prominent. But now we are getting more bumpy. I need a bit more sport. So bump is a proper bump now, and people are noticing a lot more that I'm actually pregnant. I even look bumpy from the front now as well. Ah! Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this pregnancy update. Like I said before, I will link the scan video below, and we'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye! Sue has worked on over 100 kids books, and you can tell just by the front how fun her illustrations are. It's just so bright and colourful and draws you in